I could talk for hours and hours about it. What I will say is the price controls have proved to do nothing but create mayhem in markets. You generally, price controls lead to a misallocation of the resource. And we've seen that in New York. We replace a very small percentage of our housing stock every year, probably the smallest percentage in the United States. And our politicians have created a disincentive to invest in the housing stock, which is terrible. That all changed in the 1970s when two programs were implemented that created a tremendous incentive for the private sector to invest in the housing stock. Bottom line is in 1978, the dilapidation rate in New York, meaning that units were in such bad shape they were considered uninhabitable, was 14%. 2019, that 14% dilapidation rate had fallen to 0.04% because of the programs that were put in place to incentivize investment of the private sector in the housing stock. And both of those programs that worked so beautifully and incentivized the private sector to put tens of billions of dollars into our housing stock were both marginalized very significantly in the 2019 rent law changes. So it's been a complete disaster. It's a way for politicians to think they're getting votes, but they're not doing what is in the best interest of their constituents. New supply is the solution to all of our housing problems, but our
Yeah.
elected officials don't want new supply because it brings people into their districts that don't know them and might not vote for them. That's a terrible dynamic and something that needs to be addressed in a very commonsensical way.